book club. I can't start a book club because the books that I have, y'all wouldn't be able to find. Like, I would have to read it to you. I'm not going to do that. All right, so hold up. I'm scratching my arm because my all this goddamn hand washing. You know what I'm saying? Arms is dry. Hold up, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna grab another joint. So check this out. Check this out. For the people who be like, man, Lupe, you not being in tune with the blackness of the blackity black. Let me show you this. What's this one? So check this out. Bam! That's the Metu Netter right there, Volume 1. Written by Ra'un Nefer Amen. It's the great the Great Oracle of Tehuti and the Egyptian system of spiritual cultivation. You feel me? Right here. The oracles of ancient black civilizations aim to guide individuals and nations in all areas of life. Through them, it was possible to discover the spiritual cause and meanings of earthly events. These great oracles prescribe the words of power and other occult forces that can be manipulated by the initiator in order to control the events in his life. In this book of Landmark and Deed, you will find the hidden keys. That have eluded Egyptologists for ages. You will learn how to objectively evaluate every belief, method, and spiritual measure that can be taken in a given situation in life. And this book with its companion oracle cards, I don't got the cards. See, all I got is the book. I ain't get the cards though, so I'm lacking. Will allow you to help yourself as well as others through the foreknowledge of upcoming events and the spiritual causes behind them. This right here though, I don't think I ever got into this though. No, I don't think I got into this. Yeah, but the Metu Netter Volume 1 is on my joint. I don't know how I got this book. I think one of the homies gave it to me. Comet Media Trans Visions. If you want to pick up a copy yourself, I guess you can go there and find it. Comet Media Trans Visions Incorporated. Where they based? Oh, it's in here. Okay, cool. It's in here. The homie who gave this to me. Actually, it's right there. There's an inscription from the homie who gave me this book. So shout out to the homie who gifted me with this book. I mean, I probably got it at like a show or something. He says to Lupe Fiasco from, I'm not going to put him on blast, but it's RB. Just some food for thought. And his Twitter's on here. Or his or her Twitter's on here. It might be one of my lovely female fans. But yeah, got a copy of the Metu Netter. So I still got it. You know, I got the cards though. So I can't even do none of the sorcery. You know what I'm saying? Hang on, man. Oh, it's back. Oh, I'll show y'all. Y'all want to see something else? Y'all want to see something else from my vast collection of oddities and weirdness that I possess in my collection? I got Goldale Usher Bach. I got that. It's around here somewhere. The golden, what's the name of it? It's called Goldale Usher Bach, right? Where the dude takes Goldale, the mathematician, Escher, the painter, MC Escher, and Bach, the composer, and they do, it's this big, thick-ass book. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, it's around here somewhere. I don't know where. But anyway, y'all want to see something else? An artifact of my travels. I got boxes of little things that I've collected. It's relative to today, too. Y'all want to see it or no? These cards are shirk. Stop being a hater. I always hating like, that's shirk. Shirk, cuz. Yeah, Metu Netter. I'm sure there's a lot of people on here who know about Metu Netter. I don't. I mean, it's all type of things to get into. It's something that I never really got into. The book was a gift to me. So I keep it as a gift. Y'all want to see this other thing? All right, cool. All right, so the story behind this is this little thing right here I got in this bag. This little thing right here is relevant to today, man, because I got this in, somebody guess where I got this from. Somebody say Japan. because you a fucking hater. No, I got it in China. I actually got it in Shanghai. Was out there doing a art trip. I think it was an art trip. Yeah, it was an art trip, and was wandering around Pudong, which is a neighborhood that's not even there anymore. Yeah, it's not even there. They tore that shit down. Wow. Yeah, they were like deconstructing while we were there. We were working on like this art piece. I don't know how much of the neighborhood is gone, but anyway, they were like gentrifying it. Or like basically just, it was basically like the slums almost. Not all of it, but pieces of it. But it's across the, it's across the river. If you're in the Bund, if you ever get a chance to go to Shanghai, on the Bund, across from the Bund is Pudong. And Pudong is like the hood side. The old side, like the fisherman's side. It was the old side of the city. And they kind of tore it down to make way for progress, you know. But anyway, I was at this little shop, right? And in the shop, I think I was in there with Nickel or Sky was in there with one of the homies. And the whole shop was like little like curiosities and little trinkets, but it was all like dedicated to like the Communist Party. So I don't know what the whole point of the shop was, but it was like the Communist Party piece or whatever. So for y'all, for what some of y'all might not know this about me, when I was a kid, my father had gave me one of the first books that he gave me was quotations from Chairman Mao. He gave me the little red book, and he gave me his I think maybe not his copy, but a copy that he had. Maybe it was his copy because he gave me some other of his personal effects. I was a little kid. I was probably like 9, maybe 10, something like that. But anyway, he gave me a copy of quotations from Chairman Mao. And that started my, not fascination, but like interest in China. Anyway, so was in China doing this thing, and went to the store, and they had this in there, and I just felt it was live. Like, how live is that? Right? It's like a bust of Mao, and I had Bonnie, who's my business partner, who's Chinese. She like translated it for me, but it's something like militaries, something. It's something interesting. Chinese propaganda is super interesting in terms of what it be saying, and how they say it. The syntax of it is pretty interesting. But anyway, I bought this in there, right? I can't even remember how much I paid for. I paid like maybe I don't know. So much RMB. RMB. Renminbi is the Chinese currency. It's the yuan, but they call it the RMB. Renminbi. So I don't know how much renminbi it was, but you can see on the back it's got spaces for like a clip or something, like a pen. So it's probably like some type of military pen. See that right there? Something like that. Big as hell. I don't know what's it on, but I just thought it was dope. The construction of it is dope. It got if you look real, y'all can't see it, but right there it probably got the name of the dude who made it. Like right there. Maybe you can't see it. Where is it? Yeah, like right there. Yeah, y'all see it. The dude who probably made it. Or the company, whatever. Or probably whose it was. I don't even know how old this is. But anyway, I bought this. I thought it was cool. I'll keep it on my bookshelf. You know what I'm saying? And the funny part of when I bought it, this is the original plastic bag too. When I bought it, the dude, he didn't even want to he was upset. Like, he didn't want to sell it to me. But it's like, you're a store. You sell stuff. But he was like, so. Oh, this is... there we go. Oh, yeah. Y'all want to see the Manilas, huh? Want to see my Manila collection? All right. Show you my Manila collection. That. The Manilas. I'll pull some out. I actually keep them under my coffee table. Yeah, I got really deep into it too. Went and bought books on it. There's a book on Nigerian currencies. A lot of the big like African currency collections are, for some reason, of course, like almost everything are in Europe. So it's like European, and like Johansson is probably from like Norway or something like that. But yeah, I did a lot of collected the books, did like a ton of research on it. Yeah, so that's like, let's see in the book. It's like little fold out diagrams of the different shapes of like the different kinds of currency. And from like the different villages. So the dude was just basically making like sketches of the different kinds of money. There's like pictures and stuff like that. So that's all kind of different like Nigerian currency of the times. That book, also this dude wrote this. The same guy, what's his name? Johansson. He wrote this little joint right here. Nigeria Primitive Currency Values with supplement Nigerian currencies. For y'all didn't know the Manila, Nigeria was a British colony. For y'all didn't know. It got colonized by the British. And so for a long time, they had, they still use Manilas as currency. All the way up until I think 1945 or 1950 something. And there was the Great Manila Recall. And they were trying to they were trying to install the modern central bank, the Bank of London, or I guess the Bank of Nigeria, but backed by whomever. But anyway, they were trying to install like modern banking and switch to like paper currency and stuff like that. So they recalled all the Manilas out of the country, shipped them back to Britain and melted them all down. So the story goes. So this is how I know how much. This is like a value chart of how much the Manilas were worth. So as you can see, like right here, this is the Ocambo size Manilas made in Birmingham. These Manilas are the most commonly encountered. That particular size. It's on page 12. I'm trying to get to it so I can see it. So anyway, collected the books. This is another great book. It's kind of hard to find. It's super expensive. I think it's The Perfect Form. By Roberto Ballerini. And it's on track of African tribal currency. I collect African tribal currency. Just FYI. If you didn't know. I do that on the low. For all my Africans out there. I bet you don't collect African tribal currency, do you? No, you don't. So there's like a ton of interesting like pictures and paperwork when they talk about the Manilas. But it's all in German. This is in English, but this is in German. Some like Manilas right there. And those are some like ingots down at the bottom. Like some just little, they call them melons. These are all off slave ships. It's like from a shipwreck. This top ones aren't though. These are lead copper found in Nigeria, typical of the type exported to Africa as currency in huge numbers during the 19th and early 20th century. So these were sent down to Nigeria from Great Britain as money. Or so they say. Because a lot of shit was slavery. Or it after slavery was abolished or outlawed. You had to the slavery went into the private. So there's more kind of like pictures right there. But this book by Ballerini is super ill. It's like just show you like some interesting insights on like African money, different kinds of African currency. So I bet you didn't know. I don't want to bet. I don't want to take anybody. Maybe you do know that this was currency. That was money. Beautiful, right? Iron currency from the Ivory Coast. There's more of it right there. From the Ivory Coast. Yeah. I want to show you some more. There's other money, other kind of situations. Again, that's from Liberia right there. It's pretty cool. That's from the Ivory Coast. It's iron currency right here from Burkina Faso. It's pretty good, right? More from Liberia and the Ivory Coast. And just read what it say right there. It say these heavy ornamental objects were made using lost wax casting. If you know, you just check out what lost wax casting is. They cast it in wax and then it melts away when they pour in the metal. Techniques and were used in the past as anklets, thus witnessing the wealth of the woman, and had a currency value for the payment of dowry. So if you don't know what dowry is, it's what they use to buy their wife, or pay their wife off if they want to marry her. So they had to give this to the family in order to get the daughter or whatever. So that's like Guinea money. And then we'll go to some more interesting ones. This is like currency from Nigeria. How cool is that? It's like swans, right? Like geese or something. That's from Nigeria, Northern Cameroon. These were used up until the Second World War within the Junkun tribe in the early 1900s. 100 losal, so 100 of these were